The time to act is now, not in 365 days.
Calgarians are making their cases to City Council on what they believe your tax dollars should be spent on. City Council heard today from people who want more funding into accessibility initiatives to citizens concerned that the city's climate action mandate is not reflected in next year's budget. But one topic took center stage: funding for firefighters.
We need enough firefighters on fire trucks.
The association says they're in a crisis after millions of dollars in budget cuts over recent years, while the city expanded.
The fire department wasn't brought to a breaking point overnight, and we can't fix it overnight.
He says without a better funding model, the city will be at risk.
It's about responding to Calgarians' emergencies, being there for somebody on the worst day of their life.
He says some trucks are staffed at half the levels they should be, with legislative training falling by the wayside because there simply aren't enough bodies to respond to calls. Osborne says they respond to 60,000 calls a year, wearing thin as they help with mental health calls and drug overdoses. The Firefighters Association is asking for $10 million to hire dozens of new members and say they're hopeful after today's talks.
The one thing about firefighters, we're very proud to do our work. We're always going to be there for Calgarians, and we just want to have the tools to do our job, and we know that's going to take time, but we need to see those steps.
Mayor Jody Gondek says council is listening.
Not having mechanisms to embed funding for the fire department is a big problem, and these are things that we've raised and tried to address over the previous term of council, and these are things that we will continue to focus on into this term. The work the fire department does is critical to the safety of Calgarians, and we have to ensure we're funding them properly.
Budget talks will continue for the rest of the week. In Calgary, Stephanie Lasoup, City News.